Welcome back to the IAK podcast. It's episode 5. We are chasing a dream, but we haven't got there yet, but that's all good. We wanted to provide you guys with some insight as to how we're chasing our dreams, how we're going to get there, and hopefully inspire you to do the same thing in the meantime. We've got a second guest, super pumped with this guy. He's got over 100k streams on Spotify. Who knows about Apple Music? He's been a massive influence for me making music, and he's just one of my bros. So I want to introduce Dorkk.
What's up, bro?
My boy. We've been meaning to do it, honestly, since I started the podcast. I've been like, yeah, we're getting this guy on. So he's always in here anyway, and we're probably going to make some music after this.
Yes, sir.
Just quickly, Jay's not here. We love you, Jay. He couldn't make it, and I actually said to him, bro, we're not doing this without you, but he was okay with it. So we love you, Jay, and you'll see him on the next episode. But I wanted to get into you, man.
Yeah.
You doing good?
Yeah, bro. Doing good.
Fucking oath?
Yeah.
You...
Can I curse?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Alright, cool.
You can curse, you can do whatever you want, you can leave, you can come back.
Yeah.
He just had a coffee here before, and he was like, fuck. I thought he was going to say because you need to go for a piss, but then you're like, oh, fuck the shakes, but it's all good. It is what it is. How'd you get started with music, bro?
So when I first started making it, so I was
Day dot.
I was listening to the Flume album, and the one that had Holding On and Sleepless, and had that song, I want the top, top. And I remember I heard that song, and I was like,
with the purple album.
I was like, man, I want to make that shit. I was like 11, 10 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like just Googling it, like researching the crap out of it at school, like
11
in year 5, yeah.
And
I was like, what does he use? Like how? And then I found that he used Ableton, downloaded Ableton Live 9. It's pretty old now. There's like 11 now. 11 Sweet.
What was your first artist name?
Flying Asta. That was my producer, because I was a producer. But so I started making beats. You
didn't sing until what, 2 or 3 years into producing?
Yeah, I didn't start actually singing and stuff until I think 2016. So when I was 16. So about 5 years later.
Yeah, no shit.
I actually started singing and trying to find my voice, because I was just strictly a producer, and it was like electronic music.
Yeah, so you did electronic, and because I don't think, to be honest, I was actually friends with you when you very first started year 5. I think we got to know each other year 10. Year 10 for you, maybe. Year 11. Yeah, year 11 and 12, and by then you were kind of in the hip hop scene a bit, right? But still doing that sort of stuff as well. Because then you released a track when I was going out with a chick that was friends with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this guy's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a fan of you for like a year, but also a friend, but I didn't really make music like that. And then I think I actually reached out to you when you moved up to Perth, and was like, I'm trying to make music like that. And you were just like, from the get-go, you were like, yeah man, what do you need to know, what do you need to do? And you were kind of like a bit of a Yoda to me, a bit of a mentor.
I was your Yoda.
I'll like talk shit to Tate sometimes, and I'll be like, bro, like, I'm getting pretty good at this producing. He's like, I'm still Yoda, bitch. It's like, you were my apprentice. Just to bring me back down to earth. But
So I was, because me, you, Jess, like Richo, we're all mates. Yeah, when I was year 11. And then you left and you came up here. You moved up here after school, right? And then you went to uni.
And you came up the year after? Yeah. So that's when we linked up, because you posted something on your story about coming up, and then I was at exactly the same time getting FL Studio and kind of making beats a little bit. So it just worked out.
Yeah, that was sick. And then you came over my house because we went to that festival. We went to like a snack.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
And then you're like, do you want to rap?
Yeah. Made our first Odd 2 song.
So then we made Odd 2. Odd 2 was pretty much born that night. We had some drinks. We made like 3 songs in a night. We ended up making one more song for a project, but we made kind of like a duo of Odd 2 that we're still doing music under, to be honest, but it comes and it goes. It's kind of just goes into the ether for a bit and then comes back out. But we did that. And that was another moment for me where I was like, fuck, I'm on here. Like, I didn't think I could...
You're good, man. You're actually really good straight away.
I know.
You're probably like one of the first like people that, because I'm weird with making music with people.
But you just seem to hit the nail on the head, and that's what I've always admired about you. Where with the hats or with anything, like you see me, I'll put some hats in, some pattern, and I'll be like, oh, actually that doesn't work, and then I'll go back and put in another pattern. Oh, that doesn't work either, and then I'll change a sample and do this. But you just seem to go, yeah, use this, and then do this pattern, and then it's like fuck. And I think that's why Odd 2 is so successful, and our creative process is so successful, because maybe I can do some other things, but with that, it's just I've got the idea, but you just seem to creatively be able to lay it out so much better and so much faster.
Because you got two creative brains working as one. Yeah, it always sounds sick. It always sounds it's always mixed way better too. Yeah, for some reason. Because
we go back and forth, I reckon. Yeah. Like when you mix, you get mixing ears.
Really good, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Like really good now.
You 100% get mixing ears though, where you listen to the same thing all the time, that now you don't even have a point of reference of what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. Yeah. But I'll send it to you, and you're like, oh, you need to change this, and so most of you guys wouldn't even know, but we've got Odd 2 up on Spotify and Apple Music and everywhere, and we sometimes release music under them. So. Yeah,
not many people even really know about it, No. Because we kind of just stopped. We need to drop all those other songs, though.
We've got I reckon 6 songs that we've got ready to go, and probably just other skeletons of songs, another 6 or 7 skeletons of songs. And every time we get in here, it's like 2 or 3, like, yep, that's a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to put them out.
Fact.
Just put them out, see what happens.
When you're making a beat, are you like a sample guy first? Are you a drums guy first? Are you a lyrics guy, voice memo?
I'm weird. I don't really ever do drums first. You kind of know that. Like I don't really, unless I'm like jamming on the guitar now. Like now I'll kind of put drums first, just to get me like, you know. And it's, instead of playing a metronome, it's just like I'll just record over the drums. But yeah, I'm usually always sample first. Yeah. Sample.
Because it gives you the direction of the song most of the time, where it's like, this is what I'm going to write about, this is how I'm feeling, and normally the sample that you pick resonates with how you were already feeling, if that makes sense. So then you go with that and you move in that direction. But I know we're kind of the same in that sense, but I just want these guys to know. Then we'll just do drums.
This is a random thing, but if any producers are watching, do not sidechain your 808s. Is one thing that not do it.
I know
someone ever do it.
Someone who does it. Maybe it's Kato or something like that. Shout out to Kato. He's a massive guy on TikTok. And I think he might. I don't know.
No, bro.
Kenny doesn't though, does he?
No one. No, bro. Just no one does.
Okay, all right.
No way. If you sidechain your 808 like to your kick, I used to do it because I used to do it all the time when I was making like electronic.
Yeah, music. It would fuck up the way that the 808 initially comes in, though. Obviously,
just has right?
Because that kick's got the punch. Yeah,
has no bounce. Maybe like depends what kind of music you're making. Like maybe in certain, but if you're making like hip hop, kind of on that trap with the big 808s, like just busting, like just don't sidechain your 808s.
Yeah. For you guys at home who are working a job, or you've already got 40 hours of your week pushed out, this guy does a week of FIFO and then comes back and does a week of music. How does that go for you, bro?
It's hard. It's definitely harder than when I was at uni studying, or
because you would do 7 days of 12-hour days, right? What's 7 times 12?
80 something.
Yeah, so that's basically 2 weeks worth of work in 1 week. So really it's the same as someone doing, or it's obviously different, but in terms of workload, you're doing that a 40-hour week and trying to do your music as well. You obviously get that time to rest and then chill and then get into music afterwards, but it's fucking hard. Have you found any things that help you get into that creative process, or it's more just go with the flow?
At the start I was kind of alright, and then as I started getting towards the couple months mark, I started getting pretty lazy, to be honest. I'll just come home and just be like, fuck,
you just want to chill.
I'm fucked. Like I wake up, I'll go to the gym and just be like, oh bro, like I need to go to bed. Like because you're just melted, because you do night shift as well, so you do like week of days, week of nights. So you go week of days, week home,
true.
week of nights, week home.
Fuck
so the days is like nights is good when you're up there.
Yeah.
Because it goes hell quick. It's like boom, like 6 sleeps, you're home.
Yeah.
But then days is better for when you get back because you're not fucked. Like you're not all
you haven't stayed up for 36 hours or done any of that shit. Yeah, right. One of our boys, Greg, shout out.
Shout out Greg.
Shout out Grove.
Boy.
He just started working like about 30 hours a week. He's hustling up in Perth. And he was like, damn, because he makes music as well. He raps, Nim. And he was like, I'm struggling to keep creating while working that much. And he was like, what tips do you have? And for me, it's if I have something that I'm excited about, then I'll just go mental. And it doesn't matter if like the other day, I did a 4-hour shift in the morning, and then I did 6 hours of music in the day, and then I did another 4-hour shift at night, and then I was so excited about that song that I did another 5 hours later. So that's like a 16-17 hour day.
Yeah, bro.
And because I was excited about that song,
easy to do it,
I just got in and I just fucking smashed out, because every minute I spent in here, I was like, this is lit, this is gonna blow up, this is me, this is the best song I've ever made. So that kept me going. Sometimes you haven't always got that though, you know, like you've got those lows where you're just not making shit, and it just kind of feels like nothing's happening. And to him, I said, when you're in that, it's about discipline, and just like you don't always want to go to the gym, you know,
exactly.
and just sit down.
You've got to make yourself almost.
Just do some shit, and
force it.
That passion and that excitement will come, but not unless you keep sitting down and you keep looking at new samples or making new beats or hitting up new people and doing that kind of shit. So that's what I said to him, and anyone out there that's trying to create and you're really struggling with that motivation, know that discipline is always the first thing that comes, and then you get motivation. So there you go.
Light just go off.
Yeah, it did, but you know, it is what it is.
It's not even that bad anyway.
Still looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it going.
Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the first like couple months I was pretty bad. Like I was getting, and when I don't make music, I like start getting mentally bad. Like my soul is just like, feed me, bro. You know what I mean? Like I need, it's my soul food. Like I need to do it, or else I
said that on the last podcast when I went to Bali, is bad for me to not have a way to create. Yeah. Because I was like, I can't do this. I was having fun still, but it feels like it's a part of your head.
It's just like,
it's part of your soul. There's something in there that needs that, and maybe I'm just a passionate creative, but I feel like everyone needs something like that. So
you do.
Find that little something for you, honestly, that keeps you pushing and keeps you going, because everyone's got it. Some people are pushing it out and they're pushing it away because they're scared of what people might think, or they're scared that it's not going to happen, or I don't know. There's heaps of reasons why you might be pushing away that little passion or thing that gives you life and fire. But I encourage everyone to push for that and always keep training that.
100%.
When we started making shit, and this was a big thing with Odd too, it was kind of trap, but now it's not, and then sometimes it is, and I think that's a big part of that is the reason that you're pretty genre fluid, is what we call it. And I wanted to kind of make a timeline, if we can, of where your genres went, but now they've kind of, it's just one big body of work, I feel like. But at first it maybe wasn't. Like when you made Better and you made that song before it, I can't remember the name of it, but Better basically was kind of a bit of a hip-hop spot for you. And then before that was maybe a bit of trap, and then it was all the production stuff. And it's just interesting, and I wanted to get your thoughts about where you think that comes from and how you've been able to be like that.
So, and this kind of relates to like before, when I was saying, you know, how when I get home, I couldn't be bothered the first couple months. The thing that kind of got me going again, like this break, the recent break, last break, the break before that as well, was just like, listening to new music, like getting more inspiration. And then when I come home, I just go gym, boom, and then I can, because I'm motivated. That's that fire back. And that's because when I was younger, all I listened to was, it was weird. Like I've just had heaps of like random influences. Like my mum was in a band when I was 5, 6. I used to sit at her band practice, and that was like all like punk rock, and I would just feel it in me. Like I'm just sitting there like a kid, and I just listen. I would sing with my mum when like her voice was breaking, dying. I'd sing instead of her.
No shit.
So like I had all that when I was a kid, and my dad loved like punk rock, like pop punk, all that stuff. So I had that as well. But then as I started getting older, like where I was like 10, 11, 12, it was just like electronic, like like Soul Action, like Mr. Carmack, K Tronada, Esther, like all those kind of guys, Flume. I had heaps, like it was all like future bass, like just weird, like even like house and stuff. Like new age kind of house. It was sick, like all that is why I started making electronic music. And then I started getting real into my hip hop and stuff.
Yeah, what brought you into that? Was there some artist in particular?
Kanye,
just Kanye, yeah.
Because he's just like, because he's a producer as well. So I'll just look at him like, I used to look at him just like a producer. Yeah. And then, I started listening to him heaps. My dad kind of liked Kanye as well. Like I had one of my dad's old iPod Nanos. Yeah. So I had heaps of random songs. And then I was like, man, what is this? Like, this is crazy.
Because he could rock with trap samples and classical shit and anything really, so that's probably where you got that riz from, just being able to hop on any track and just spit some shit.
So then kind of got into my hip hop, so I started making hip hop. Then I'm like now it's kind of I'm going back to when I was a kid. It's more like indie rock, alt rock, like weird,
and it's such a fusion. It's like still got that
little rap, a bit of rap
influence. But it's just so, and to me it feels so authentic, man. And when you release Frantic, this is like 4 or 5 tracks ago, releases ago from Lee, for you guys that don't know. And it felt like you'd kind of settled into this authentic version of all of your influences come together. But at the same time, it's no longer a genre.
It was. I didn't even know what that was. I couldn't even classify that.
At that time, I remember listening to it when I pulled up here, actually, like super late at night, and it had just come out on that Thursday night. If it's like 10, that's when all the Friday songs come out. And I was listening, and I was like, this guy's just settled in. And then you've had Away, you've had that track that we did together as well. I love that song. It's all just it feels like it's settled in, and I feel like I'm on the way with that as well, and I'm slowly settling into something, and I feel like you've really just clicked with it, and it's fucking sick to see, you know? It's so dope to see.
Because it's good, like, it's good making, like, anything that you want, like, because I still do it, like, I'll still just rap. Like, if I want to rap, like, you'll do it. You make heaps, we both make heaps of different, like, things. Like, it's all good to do that, but it's good if you can settle in a little bit, you know, and kind of pick pieces from each genre that you make. It's good to find, like, because then you're authentic, like you're a bit different, like you don't want to like that's heaps of people making music now, like in Australia, like they just jack, like they're just sheep, like they just are jacking everyone. And it's like that's only going to get you so far, like you know, like me and you, we don't really have as much clout as a lot of other people. This isn't hating on anyone specific, we don't really have that much.
Just speaking the truth.
But most of the ones that find themselves and get authentic, like they get to a point where it's like, wow, that's new.
They're versatile.
They take a while,
authentic,
and then their sound is like bam, like Peep.
It's a slow burn.
X made like he was making like screamo, like full hip hop, like boom bap, like crazy shit, singing
his ass off. Mental.
I appreciate when artists are like, you know, you don't have to be completely different, but when they bring a bit of their own shit. You know?
It's an extension of you and your soul at the end of the day, and it's your responsibility to do all of that and express all of that and show people all of that. And it kind of sucks to see people just jumping on
when it's full ripped. I'm like, nah, bro.
Come on.
Like as if you're doing well, like as if you're doing well off that. But people, the bots, bro, like the bots, they don't even know that.
Exactly.
Like, they don't care. Like,
and that's just the industry. Cool. Nothing's cool until it is cool. So I don't blame a lot of people for missing out on things, because that's just the industry. Like everything is not cool until it is, and that's really the be all end all of music and people putting themselves on by being authentic. So
and like like you can, there's people that like, you know, like not saying like don't make this genre, like make your own genre, like I'm saying like, you know, just make what you want to make. Like, you're not gonna like it if you don't make what you want to make. Like you'll drop it, it might do well, but But if you don't like it, most of the time it's not. If it's not you,
it's got to be for you. You got to make art for yourself,
or else like fuck everyone else, bro. Just make what you want to make for yourself, and then if people like it, you like it.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it. You know?
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah. We literally do everything together when he's not away. It's kind of been hard, to be honest, when he's been away, because then he's getting home and he's resting or, you know, doing whatever. But we do gym, we fucking do music, and most things we just are pretty linked up, really.
Yeah, we are.
With that idea and just the mindset. And yeah, I mean, we've done heaps of gymming together, and we're always competing a little bit, to be honest, as well. Like, I remember when we made that song with Odd 2.
Yeah.
We were having some drinks, and then after the song we were so gassed, we were outside with our shirts off, and like we're both sizing each other up, and like,
I remember that.
I'm getting big, bro. I don't know, man. He's like, what body fat you reckon this is, bro?
You're always shredded. You're always way more shredded than me, bro.
Because I'm fucking running my ass off.
Yeah, because you're running like 100 kilometers a day.
Yeah. Facts, bro. Man, we had that show. That was sick, and we're hoping to do a really big thing coming up soon. We haven't really got too much in the works, but we wanted to start doing our own shows. Like, all the shit we've been doing is just helping other people out, which we don't mind doing, but we've got to get to that point as well where we want to start to put shows on just for you guys, and
just grab a couple artists that we're kind of mutual with in like the Perth area, and just
so let's link up. Any artists in Perth, if you guys are looking to do some shows and we know you already, or even if we don't, hit us up. We're trying to do a show that technically we headline, but it's just everyone kind of in the same box and just making music together, and playing music. So yeah, hit us up. Hip hop, whatever it is, pop punk, fucking anything,
even if it's bands. I'd be keen on bands playing too.
Man, that'd be dope.
Like anything, even surf rock boys. I love surf rock too. So I just want it to be like a little, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want like a hip hop night. I just want it to be like, bah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Then heaps of people will come, bro. It'll be way different, you know.
Yeah. Such a mixed bag.
Be something different too for Perth, like. I don't like clubbing anymore. That shit just, I can't, bro. Like,
I just feel like there's better ways to do it, and more fun ways to do shit, and better ways to interact with people and listen to music and have fun, because that's what it's all about. I guess that's where clubbing started, is where people would go and listen to EDM music. Yeah. But now it's kind of just like, just go get fucked up and stand around in the clubs, you know?
Pay like $1 billion.
Yeah, I feel like there's some really cool ways to do interacting with music and artists and making shit. So that's coming, and I reckon it probably already is in some industries in some parts of the world. So yeah,
exactly.
We're onto that. Yo, Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
this guy,
top G, baby.
The top G. Me and Lee, I said to him, we talk about it a little bit, and I think it's really important on issues in the world that are trending or whatever's happening, whatever's going on, that it's important to still be able to have a conversation about something or someone, even if you disagree on it. Because I feel like so much of the space at the moment is, you don't agree on my point, so fuck you. I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't agree with his values. I don't agree with the way that he does a lot of things. And who knows what's actually happening, because a lot of it's coming from the media, and the media is fucked, bro. To be fair,
they cut everything.
He could be a good guy. He could be a shit guy. What I will say is, when you do the wrong things genuinely, that genuinely catches up with you, you know, and whether the media is portraying that or not, you will have your time. And he's just been arrested, and from my standpoint, seeing that, I'm like, well, the media...
What is he arrested for? I don't even see that.
He was for suspicions of sexual assault and and even child trafficking in Romania. The Romanian police have basically just arrested him in suspicions.
Over there too.
Yeah, in Romania.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For suspicions of things like that. And someone with those kind of viewpoints is typically, or is more likely to be involved in those sorts of activities. Obviously, makes sense. And I'm not saying he's a shit bloke, but I am saying, if you are, your time will come. Yeah. No matter what the media is saying about you. And your time will come. If you do the right things, your time will also come. So I think that all works itself out. Obviously, wish the best for the
definitely
bloke.
Karma. There's definitely karma.
Yeah, karma 100% exists, bro. And the media,
good and bad,
can lie about that. But when shit like that happens, I feel like
getting arrested. I don't. Yeah, some of I agree with some of the stuff he says.
Yeah, fair.
Some of it I'm like, you know, like he's actually making a good point here. Some of the stuff he says, I'm like, bro, what?
I'm out.
What do you mean? But
yeah.
he's like, some of his values. I respect him as a fighter.
Yeah.
I respect some of his values. Like, how he's a hardworking man.
The way he preaches.
He's a hardworking man.
You've got to fucking work.
Like, he's a very like respectful fighter, and because he'll love UFC and stuff. But.
Similar with Dana White, actually, he said like, look, a lot of this social media is raising people that are going to be soft.
Yeah.
And as
exactly, yeah.
Insensitive, unsensitive.
Yeah.
It's not as insensitive as that is. It is true that some people will end up being soft, and you need to work at the end of the day. Yeah. Like, shit is not going to come to you, and you've got to get out and go and get it. Free money,
like, oh, I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
No.
You need to work. Do something.
And that mindset is good to have, especially in young men, where people say, "No, you don't want to be too masculine, or you don't want to be too much of a monster, or too aggressive towards things." Which that is true, I guess, to some extent, but you want controlled aggression to be able to chase your goals and fucking get shit done, you know, even when you're tired or even when you're sad. If you can tap into that coordinated masculinity, then you're fucking good to go. And I think that is a point where it's like, it's kind of good that he's preaching that, as long as it doesn't come with a lot of other stuff that then also comes with sexual assault and misogyny and those things. Obviously we got no time for them, but there's definitely some good takeaways, eh?
Yeah.
For sure.
Like some of, like, you've seen when he does those, like, he does, like, pods, like, with, like, all those, like, chicks.
Yeah.
Like, some of those women, bro, like they are just, like, I can't deal, man.
I've only seen very small snippets of them.
Cocky and, like, it's like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then when Tate like puts them in their place, if they're actually being a bit arky and stuff.
How are they being? I haven't seen them.
Like,
so
they're just like I don't know how to explain it. Like, they just think they're like God's gift.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's no like humility.
And are they coming at him, like trying to hook up with him, or are they?
No, more they're just like saying like, oh, like I want a man who can handle me.
Yeah,
and it's like Tate's like we don't want to handle you. Yeah. Like, you should be like, you know, like you should be an angel. Like, we come home, it's like, yes, I'm home with this beautiful, caring woman.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, like I'm a bad bitch. Like, I want to be handled. It's like, no, like, we don't want that, bro. And I don't want that. Certainly, I'm sure most people don't. Most blokes don't
Facts,
either. Like, it's that whole like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not for it. I like the chicks who are just chill. They're like still confident. Yeah. Be as confident as you like. But I like when people are confident, but they have a bit of like humility about them. Like, they're not, you know, they're not like, oh, I need to be handled. Like, I'm, you know, you're allowed self-confidence. Like, I'm the best. Like, I can do this shit. I can do this shit. But like, you know, you can't treat others differently because you think you're above. Don't think you're above people. Yeah, that's the thing that I can't stand today. Yeah, like, I can't stand it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What what was I gonna say? I forgot, man. I lost that train of thought. Oh, when there becomes a blurred line, when you don't know what these guys are doing for content and what they're doing because they actually think it. Yeah. And a lot of it is just like, how can I get people to click on this video? Yeah, and that's where I think Tate was born. You know, where he maybe didn't even have these views, and he was just like saying some shit. Yeah. And then it just blew up, and now he's like, but the problem with that is that you've got to hold that identity, otherwise you're fucked. Yeah. And he could be wrong. He could be that guy as well that is just a misogynist, and he shouldn't be dealt with, and he shouldn't have the privilege to have such a big public audience. But it also could just be like, fuck, it just got away from him a little bit, and he said some dumb shit. Like,
I feel like it's a little bit of a character, bro.
And now like, he's gone. Yeah.
Like, that's like Speed and like Aiden and Kai. They're like, you know, they got characters, bro. Like, it's like, that's why I don't think people should be taking it so serious. But like, that the world, that's how the world is now, man. Like, they take everything just full.
Nothing can be. A lot of stuff can be taken as a joke, but from a different audience, it can be taken as hate.
Quite literally.
Technical difficulty there. sometime soon it's going to be sponsors jumping in instead of technical difficulties. But yeah, for now it's just
skate, bro.
For now it's just fucking technical difficulties. It is what it is. Andrew Tate, we wish the best for you. If you got what you deserved, then you did. If you didn't, yeah, it is what it is.
We don't know, eh? We don't.
You don't know.
None of us actually know.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You will never, and the media's fucked. And
we'll never know.
With social media, you won't know. Same with Kanye, bro. You just like, because his music has made such an impact on me.
Yeah,
I want to think the best of him, but you just don't know. He could be the tyrant that people are saying he is, and he could be crazy, but.
Every genius is crazy, though.
Every genius is crazy, and maybe the media just takes advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon there's something that everybody has done that the media could take and snowball and make everyone seem like a fucking psycho, but they just pick and choose who they're going to do it with and who's going to get the most clicks and this and that, and they run with it. So I do feel shit for him.
I think everyone's a bit crazy, bro, to be honest.
Yeah, we're all on the spectrum, man.
If you're not, then you're a bit, if you're not, then a bit boring.
You're not being yourself.
You got to be, you got to be a little bit crazy, bro. Like, that's just, But people who think that you're crazy, like, some people think I'm a bit like, bit out there, bro. But I just, it's just different personalities.
Exactly.
Some people think that just certain things I do are a bit weird. I'm like, man, I'm just having fun.
I would way rather
put
myself out there and be myself and be alone than be a fake version of myself and have a bunch of friends and a bunch of clout. Like,
and everyone has different opinions on like what's weird and what's crazy, and like what one person may think's a bit weird or a bit out there, like another person thinks that's completely normal.
Yeah. You know? Post Malone said you put yourself out into the world on display, and whatever people say and whatever happens after that is out of your control. That's what he says, and his approach towards taking music now is just, I put my shit out there and whatever happens. It's just art now, and it's not mine anymore. It's the world's. So
that should be. That's good.
Yeah.
Perfect, pretty much.
Yeah. I just give you that. We are going to go to the segment that we did last episode for the first time. We're going to keep it going for every episode. It's maximum 1 year short-term goal, and I don't know, minimum 3 weeks. I don't know why I said that, but it can be any short-term goal, but the maximum's a year is the main thing, and it's got to be a concrete goal of some sort. I'll say mine again. I want 500k streams by the end of next year, or by the time this comes out, it'll be this year, because this is coming out mid-Jan, and 50k followers on either YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, right? And what I'm doing to get there is I'm making 3 TikToks a day, and I'm staying up to date on the trends that are going on YouTube, Facebook Reels, and TikTok. Facebook Reels actually seems to be popping off more than TikTok now.
Weird,
so, if you've got any shit on TikTok that you're thinking about posting, post it there, and then post it on Reels as well. Yeah. What about you, bro?
So probably by the end of next year, I think I want to get around 100k, 250k monthlies. On Spotify. I want to keep getting on editorials.
Yeah.
And I just want to play more shows. I want to make sure that I'm releasing more music, because I've always been bad with that. I've got like billions of songs on my computer just sitting there, like,
that are fucking
I'll do
sick,
half,
by the way.
I'll do a half, and then I'll be like, nah, and then I'll come back, do another half, and I'm like, yo, that's better. Then I'll do another song, this one's better, and I just like a vicious cycle of that. But so I want to make sure I finish my tracks, drop them.
More specific, hopefully. Let's go back. You said between 100k and 250. Just pick a number.
Pick a number. I'll go 150 then.
150?
150k monthly.
What was the next one? Want to release more music?
More music.
How many?
I want to release at least a song a month.
So
12 songs.
So 12 songs in 12 months. What was the... you had 150
I want to play a couple more shows.
How many shows?
I don't know. A handful.
How many tickets you want to sell?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I just want more experience.
I do. We need to do like a bit of a
shit to think about, man. Like for the last one that I played at. At the Rosemount, you went there.
That looked sick, man. I was so awesome. I was so jealous. I was like, damn.
It was dope. They set the goal, I think, of 80 tickets.
Yeah.
And ended up getting 140.
Yeah, see, that
So
would have been sick.
Just set goals, man. Because you could look at 140 and be like, fuck, that's shit. I need 200. But they set 80 and got 140. And then they're like, damn, like we just blew up. We just killed it. So setting that shit is cool.
Yeah.
150 monthly listeners, song a month. Then when you actually do that, you're like, fuck, I really did that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, what I'm doing to achieve those, I guess, is keep going to the gym.
Yep.
Make sure that I'm getting that natural dopamine. I've been having cold showers as well. Doing that every day. Bro. Hanging out with you more. I need to hang out with my creative friends more in order to get to where my goals are.
Yeah, it just bleeds out, doesn't it?
It's no point hanging around people that, you know, like it's not no point, but it's better for me hanging around my creative friends to get me in line
just so
to
you
do
know
my shit.
what influence it's having on you.
Yeah. And just making sure when I get back from work that I'm locked in every day at least a couple hours. Yeah. Every day.
I've got a song. It'll be out by the time this podcast is out. Happy New Year to you guys. Thank you for
Happy New Year.
Yeah, for fucking getting around the podcast and doing all that last year, technically, when you guys will be seeing this. And yeah, we love you guys heaps. It's been a sick year. I wanted to do some kind of a recap, but I just want to keep these going as well. And I kind of just want to keep moving with it. So next year, I'd probably say we'll do like a best moments and get all that sort of shit in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're only 5 eps in, and
boy.
I'm fucking loving it, man.
Let's go.
So thank you for coming through,
cheers, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I really
thank
appreciate
you, everyone,
you
for listening to me talk shit.
It's not going to be the last time he's on here. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I love this.
He's just going to come in and chop
cool.
it up. You could probably even be a part of the boys episodes as well.
Yeah.
Where me and Jay are just going to have us, and you could come in and talk or stay in and whatever it is. So because you're always here anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys set those goals as well. I was purposely trying to be specific with Lee and say, what are your numbers, what's this, what's that, so that you've got those goals there. So you guys do that now, stick to it, write it down, put it up somewhere so that you know where you're
visible,
at and how close you're getting to it, if you need to be speeding up, if you're on track, whatever it is.
Yep.
Happy New Year. We love yous heaps. Peace out.
Peace.